Now, coming to socialism, especially in Europe, by mid-19th century in Europe, socialism was well-known body of ideas that attracted the widespread attention of public. But what is, first of all, socialism? Socialists were against private property. They saw it as the root cause of all the social ills of the time. Personal gain and not with the welfare of those who made the productive property or property productive. If a society as a whole rather than a single individual controlled the property, more attention would be paid to collective social interest. That's what they felt. They came up with an idea called idea of cooperatives. This is the idea of Robert Owen, whose picture you can see on the screen on the right hand side top corner. The leading English manufacturer constructed a community called the cooperative community, which is called New Harmony in Indiana in United States. This is an individual initiative what he started. He demanded that the government should encourage more and more cooperatives like this. This is one new ideology which came into existence in the early 20th century. The second key member who played a vital role in the spread of socialism in Europe is Louis Blanc. 1813 to 1882 his lifetime. He wanted the governments to encourage cooperatives and replace the capitalist enterprises. He wanted many people to be a part and the ownership, not by the individual capitalist people. Cooperatives were to be associations of people who produced goods, means the working class together, and the dividend of the profits has to be shared by the people, those who had worked for that particular product to become more effective. These are the views of Louis Blanc. Now, we have Karl Marx. Coming of socialism to Europe, Karl Marx is considered as a god for the half of the communist society. He is considered as an evil for the capitalist society because he always educated that industrial society was capitalist society. Capitalists owned the capital invested in factories, and the profits of the capitalists was produced by workers. He is dead against with the view of the capitalist. He wants the conditions of the workers could not be improved as long as this profit was accumulated by private capitalists. Workers had to overthrow capitalism and rule of private property. He believed that workers should overthrow the capitalists and also the private property concept. He wants workers to fight to free themselves from the clutches of capitalist exploitation. Karl Marx, the author of Das Kapital, is a German philosopher. He has a property, he wants all the properties to be socially controlled, not by individual control, as it is in the capitalist society. Workers would triumph in their conflict with the capitalists. This is the strong belief of Karl Marx, which he advocated through number of his books, or let us say series of his books. I have been conducting hundreds of meetings and deliberations, negotiations, conversations with the working class. These are the views of Karl Marx. Next, we have the other influential person, Friedrich Engels. He is also a German philosopher, a communist, social scientist, journalist, businessman. His father was an owner of a large textile factory in Salford, England, and in Bremen, Prussia. Engels developed that what is known as Marxist theory together with Karl Marx in 1845, and he published it. The conditions of the working class in England, based on personal observations and research in English cities. In 1848, Engels co-authored the most famous book, Communist Manifesto, with Karl Marx. These are the contributions of Friedrich Engels. Support for socialism. How did socialism get this support? Initially, there were political parties. The ideology of socialism started to reach Europe by 1870s. There are political parties based on this ideology. Social Democratic Party, SPD. Then 1905 Socialist and Trade Unions formed Labour Party in Britain and Socialist Party in France. Second International. Again, what is Second International? There are three internationals which are conducted, or let us say convened, by Karl Marx. Karl Marx conducted the meetings of all the worker groups, trade union group leaders, and all these people. The federations of socialist parties, trade unions, greatly influenced by the ideology, policy, and methods of European labor movement from the last decade of 19th century, conducted the international conferences which are known as First International, Second International, Third International. So basically, in simple words, we have to say these are the meetings of all the Communist Party leaders, working parties or worker group associations and trade union groups. All these group leaders meetings are called as internationals. The first international, second international, third international. Three international meets are organized or convened by Karl Marx. Now, what did they demand in these meetings and all these things? They demanded in the reduction of work timings, working hours, the right to vote. They also, workers in England, Germany began forming associations to fight for better living and working conditions, to guide all these people, to support all these people. Regularly, every decade, they used to have international meetings conducted by Karl Marx. That's how the support for socialism grew in Europe.